Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, let us get into the module 2 of Basic Electronics and Communication Engineering, where we are going to discuss logic gates, bistables, and the different types of bistables available. Let us see one by one. Logic gates. What do you mean by a logic gate? Logic gate is a very simple component of electronics where this will be act as a building block for constructing any complex digital circuit. We can use these logic gates for construction of any digital circuit in our electronics. First of all, buffer. Buffer is a very basic logic gate, we can say. Buffer will be represented with a triangle symbol like this. If we treat the input as X and output as Y, the outputs will be viewed like this. If input is 0, it is passing the same value. If input is 1, it will pass the same 1. Means buffer will pass the same value available in input to the output. And the next one is inverter. Inverter, or we say it is a NOT gate. NOT gate will also be called as inverter. As name itself says, if the input is X, it is inverting that to the output. Means Y is equal to X bar is the output we are going to get. Here the symbol is a triangular symbol with a bubble at the output, you can see. Wherever this bubble is there, that is means the inverting function. In digital electronics, we are going to represent any symbol with a bubble for an inverted version. So if X is 0, we are going to get Y as output. If X is 1, we are going to get 0 as output. Means the NOT gate is a function where if my input X is there, it is converting that into X bar at the output. Next we have AND gate. AND gate is the another logic gate. Here the two inputs A and B can be treated as inputs. This is the symbol of the AND gate, and output Y here we are taking. Actually the functionality will be. Let us look at the truth table. In the truth table you can observe there are 4 set of input values we have given. In the first set A is 0, B is 0. In the next set A is 0, B is 1. Similarly 1 0 and 1 1. These are the 4 different combinations we can expect from A and B. This AND gate will give the output 1 only when A and B are 1. As the name itself says, AND, it is giving the information in such a way that when A is 1 and B is 1, output is 1. That's why it is named as AND gate. In other rest of the cases, whatever the input is, the output of the AND gate will be 0. Here A should be 1 and B should be 1. It is represented as A dot B. And the next one is OR gate. OR gate is, again look at the name here, OR. It says A is 1 or B is 1, output will be 1. You can observe here. See, these 3 are 1s we are getting from A or B. In this case, A is 0, B is 1. Because of B is 1, output is generated as 1. In the third case, A is 1, B is 0. So because of A is 1, we are getting output Y. Here we are having both ones. A can be 1 or B can be 1 here. That's why we are getting 1. So this functionality will be represented as A plus B. And then we have NAND gate. You can see here the name, the next one is NAND gate. This NAND gate is a AND gate and an inverter connected at the output. This is NAND gate. With input A and B, here we are going to get A dot B, and if we put one NOT gate over here, it becomes A dot B whole bar. That is the functionality what we seen in the previous slide. Let us understand this NAND gate now. Again, NAND gate will be having 2 inputs. For a AND gate, we are representing with a bubble at the output. This makes a NAND. This functionality is exactly reverse to AND gate. Recall AND gate. AND gate will give 1 only when both the inputs are 1. In the NAND gate, we are going to get 0 only when the 2 inputs are 1. Other cases, we are going to get output 1. This is NAND gate, not of AND gate. We can also call it as not of AND gate is NAND gate. Okay. Now we have one more gate called NOR gate. Its NOR gate is similarly viewed as a OR gate. We have OR gate, and at the output we are connecting one NOT gate. Here if we treat this as A, this as B, here we are going to get A plus B. At the output we are going to get A plus B whole bar. So this NOR gate functionality will be A plus B whole bar. How actually the truth table will be? If you observe the truth table of the OR gate, we are going to get 1 in these cases. NOR gate is exactly reverse to that, we are going to get 0. And in this case only, we are going to get 1. This NOR gate and NAND gate are called universal gates. Remember this also, we call universal. Okay. NAND gate and NOR gate are called universal gates. And we say basic gates. Which are basic gates? The 3 gates which we have seen earlier, that is NOT gate, AND gate and OR gate. These 3 gates are called basic gates and these 2 gates are called universal gates. Why they are called universal is the next question. Why we need to call these 2 are universal? Why? Because by using only NAND gates and by using only NOR gates without using any gate, we can construct any digital circuit. If you want to construct a digital circuit, okay, let us call it as a digital circuit. We need to, we will be having some 10 inputs and some 3 outputs like that. If this digital circuit need to be constructed, we can use the combination of NOR gate, AND gate, OR gate for the construction. Otherwise, we can use only NAND gates in place of these gates to construct the circuit. Or we can use only NOR gates and we can construct the same circuit of digital circuit without using any other gate. That's why these 2 are called universal, and combination of these 3 is required to construct any other circuit. That's why these 3 are called basic gates. Next we have 2 more gates, that is XOR, exclusively OR gate, or we will be having XNOR also. Okay, here is the symbol and truth table for exclusive OR gate. It is also called as XOR. In the truth table of the OR gate, you might have observed the OR gate will be having A, B and A plus B is the output. If A, B is 0, 0, OR gate gives 0. If 0, 1, OR gate gives 1. If 1, 0, OR gate gives 1. For 1, 1 also, OR gate gives 1. So, here one of the input is 1. Here one of the input is 1. That's why it is giving the output as 1. But exclusively OR gate or exclusive OR gate, what it is supposed to do? Only it is checking for the inputs exclusively OR. Here in this case, you can see only one input should be 1. Here also, out of 2 inputs, only one should be 1. Only in this case, this XOR gate will give 1. If both the inputs are 1, output will be 0. So this gate will be called as XOR gate. Similarly, we have XNOR. We have XNOR also. What is XNOR gate? XNOR gate is, again, we are going to write like this, XOR with a bubble. Again, A and B are the inputs. So the truth table of XNOR gate is for 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. We are going to get 1 here, 0 here and 1 here. Means this XOR gate is A plus of B. We are going to write the XOR gate output as A plus of B, and if it is XNOR gate, it is Y is equal to A plus of B whole bar. Okay, and if we write the expanded version here, it is A B bar plus A bar B is the output of this XOR gate. Here it is AB plus A bar B bar. This is the output of XNOR gate. I hope you guys have understood this concept. Next one is bistables. What do you mean by bistables? Bistables are the devices where it will be having 2 stable states as output. 2 stable states are 0 and 1. These bistables are again the basic components, we can say, which is constructed using logic gates. Okay. In the block diagram, you can observe here the output is Q and Q bar. Means there are 2 outputs, 2 stable state outputs, and they are complementary to each other. Complementary means if Q is equal to 0, if let us treat this as 0, obviously Q bar should be 1. If Q is 1, this Q bar becomes 0. This is how the complementary means. There are 2 outputs are complementary to each other. There should not be same values at Q and Q bar. That is the condition here. And this bistable may be having 1 or more inputs. Generally, we will be having 1 or 2 inputs here. So these are the inputs and these are the outputs. And a bistable thus constitutes a simple form of a memory cell. Memory cell, why we are calling it as a memory cell means you can store a single bit of data. We can store single bit of data means we can store 0 in a bistable, or we can store 1 in a bistable. It will be stored with a constant value like 0 and 1 until the next value comes into as input. Until we are going to disturb them, they will not change. It will be stored as it is. That's why we can treat any bistable as a memory cell. We also called bistables are categorized as latches and flip-flops. In some textbooks, if you observe, they have given it as a latch and flip-flop. In your book, in a prescribed book, they have given it as bistables. Now let us get into the first bistable. Okay, before that, let us see how actually the bistable arrangement will be. If the two input bistable is this, let us treat it as x and y. It is connected in this fashion. Output will be q and q bar. This q will be connected to the input of other gate and q bar will be connected to the input of one more gate. Let us treat this as 1 and this is 2. The outputs are cross coupled here, we can say. Once the x is equal to 0, it gives 1 at the output. Since it is an inverter, or we say it is a NOT gate, if the input is 0, it is going to provide the output as 1. Now this 1 is connected to the input over here. 1 becomes the input for the next gate and that gives 0. Now we can observe if 0 is the input here, it is coming from this end, or this 0 is providing the output 1 and this 1 is coming here and it is again producing 0. Now one more thing you can observe here, if q is equal to 1, this q bar becomes 0. This is how the bistable is going to operate. And this is another example. If 1 is the input here, we can observe 0 will be the output q and output q bar will be changed to 1. Now let us see RS bistables. RS bistable is the simplest form of bistable where the two inputs are S and R. The two inputs are S and R. We call it as R is reset and S is set. We can treat the inputs are set and reset inputs also, or we say it is R and S inputs. The two ways of representation of this RS bistable is by using a NOR gate arrangement or by using a NAND gate arrangement. We can use any of these two circuits to have a RS bistable. And obviously the two complementary outputs are treated as Q and Q bar. Now how this bistable is going to work, let us understand. When logic 1 is applied through set input, here this is set. If 1 is applied through this set input, output Q becomes 1. Here this Q becomes 1 when we are going to apply S is 1. S is 1, Q is equal to 1. Simple, just understand, when S is 1, it is the set case, so it is setting my output to 1. When R is 1, S becomes 0 and R is 1. What happens? This Q becomes 0. R means reset. We are resetting our output Q to 0 value. Set means we are setting the output value to 1. This is how we need to remember the RS bistable. When S is 1, output is 1. When R is 1, output will be 0. Output in the sense I am referring Q. Obviously Q bar will be complementary to this Q. Now let us understand the operation of RS bistable one by one. So to understand this RS bistable, since we will be having two NOR gates, this is an NOR gate and this is also another NOR gate. So we need to have an NOR gate truth table here. First, in the case 1, let us take the input from the reset signal is 1 and set signal is 0. There are two inputs here, so the possible combinations of are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Let us treat reset is 1 first and set is 0. For this case of input, what actually the output will be, we need to understand. So let us analyze this first gate, NOR gate input with one input. We don't know what actually the input here. Let us treat this as Q bar only. So for the NOR gate, if one of the input is 1, here you can observe in this case and also in this case, out of these two inputs, one of the input is 1 means what is the output? Here also one of the input is 1, here also one of the input is 1, here also one of the input is 1. Obviously NOR gate will give 0 irrespective of the other input. That's why I can directly say this Q is 0. Q will be generated as 0. Now this Q will be given as input to the NOR gate, second NOR gate. For 0 0, here we are getting 0 now. For 0 0, we are getting 1 as output, you can observe here. So this case, we are giving S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1. We are going to get Q is equal to 0 and Q bar is equal to 1. This is the output for S0 and R1. Let us analyze case 2 by giving 0 0 inputs. When reset is also 0 and set is also 0, what actually the output will be? In this case, this RS bistable is going to give the same output as the previous case. You can see here, if the two inputs are 0 0, R is also 0 and S is also 0, the output of the flip-flop will be Q will be same as Q and Q bar will be same as Q bar. Why I am telling Q is same as Q and Q bar is same as Q bar means, in the previous case Q is 0 and Q bar is 0. After giving this input, after giving R is 0 and S is 0, it is holding its same state. Holding means we call it as a memory. Means when the inputs are given as 0 0, this bistable is keeping the previous value as it is without changing. Remember this. And let us analyze the case 3. In case 3, we are treating R is 0 and S is 1. Here, let us treat it as S is 1 and R is 0. So, here in this gate, NOR gate, the output input is 1. So, obviously, when the input is 1 means, here we are going to get the output should be 0, right? Obviously, when one of the input is 1 for the NOR gate, output we can predict it as 0. This 0 will be coming over here. For 0 0, the output of the NOR gate is 1. You can observe here. For 0 0, it is 1. So 1 will be the output. Let us see. 1 will be the output at Q and 0 will be the output at Q bar. When S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0, I said in the previous slide itself, set input is 1, Q will be set to 1. Simple. Q bar will be complementary to that. Similarly, we can observe by giving 0 0 input again. I said here, when the input 0 0 is given, the output will not be changing. Similarly, after giving 0 1 as input and we are making the Q set to 1 and Q bar will be reset to 0. What is the output we are going to get? Again, if we give S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 0. In this case, again, we are going to get 1 at the Q and Q bar is 0. The previous output will be continued here. Now let us analyze the fourth case by giving 1 1 at R and S. Here S is equal to 1 and R is equal to also 1. When both the cases are 1 1, we know that one of the input is 1 for the NOR gate, it gives 0. Here also one of the input is 1, it gives 0. But whether this case satisfies our bistable condition? No. Bistable is that the output Q and Q bar should be complementary to each other. So what we call this state then? We are going to call that state as the indeterminate state. Indeterminate state means when S is 1 and R is 1, we say it is Z, it is unknown, or we say it is forbidden state. So we need to address this issue. When both the cases are 1, we are supposed to get a stable output. But in RS bistable, we are going to get indeterminate state as output. In the other cases, when S is 0 and R is 0, it is holding its state. That's why we are writing Q and Q bar same as it is. The previous values will be holded. There is no change. When we are giving 1 from S and R is 0, we are setting the output Q is equal to 1 because of this 1. And Q bar will be 0. When S is 0 and R is 1, the Q output is reset to 0. And Q bar is complementary to that. When S is 1 and R is 1, it is indeterminate state. Indeterminate state. Okay, we can't determine that. Indeterminate. And by using NAND gates, if we connect NAND gates in place of NOR, these two are NAND gates now. The same arrangement, but the change what we are supposed to make is, here we are in place of S, we need to treat it as S bar, and here we need to treat it as R bar. Then only it will be satisfying the output condition what we have given in the truth table. Here in this case, what happens? For 0 0 input, it is forbidden, and 1 1 input, it will be holding the state Q and Q bar. That is the only change we can observe here. And then B bistable. B type bistable has 2 inputs here. Here we can use it as a single input D bistable connected from SR bistable. S and R are the two inputs where we are using a NOT gate here and making this as a single input. You can observe D is a single input giving to S, and the complementary version of that is D bar is given to R. What happens when we connect the SR bistable like this? And also here we are introducing a clock signal. We can use clock signal in SR bistable also, but here we are treating the clock signal, and according to the clock how actually this bistable is going to work, we'll see. The same thing which is represented in other form here, transmitting data to be stored is D. Whatever the data we are going to give from D will be stored in this memory cell. So bistable will also be called as memory. So D, if D is 0, 0 will be stored. If D is 1, 1 will be stored in the memory. This is the working of D bistable. Here we are introducing a clock signal. So we need to operate this bistable with a clock signal now. When clock is 0, what happens? And when clock is 1, what happens? That is the case we need to understand first. So clock signal means there is a continuous train of pulses we are going to give. When this bistable is operating in a positive clock or positive level of clock, the output is going to be changed only when clock is 1. When clock is 0, even if the input are changed from 0, 1, whatever, the output will not change. That is the case we need to understand with the clock signal is concerned. Here the data input means this is the D input we are giving. This is a clock signal. As I said, there are continuous train of pulses, ones and zeros, and output Q. If clock is equal to 0, we are treating Q n plus 1 means the next output, and Q means the previous output here. So when clock is 0, when there is no D or whatever the D is, okay, X means unknown or don't care. We are not caring about the input D itself when clock is 0. Because of clock 0, output will be holding its state. We say it is a hold state or a memory state. When clock is 1, according to the input of D, we are supposed to get the output. When D is 0, output Q will be 0. When D is 1, output Q will be 1. And obviously, the complementary output becomes 1, 0 over here. So in the simple way, we can understand when clock is equal to 1 and D is equal to 0, output Q will be 0. When clock is equal to 1, when D is equal to 1, output Q will be 1. When clock is equal to 0, whatever the D is, D can be 0 or D can be 1, output Q will be holding its state. This is what the truth table will be. Now let us see with respect to the waveform is concerned. Here D is 0, here D is 1, again D is making 0. Now this is the clock signal. This clock signal is 0 here. At this instant, you can observe when clock is equal to 0, we are making D change from 0 to 1, right? This is 1 now. Because of 1, we are expecting Q should be changed to 1, but Q is not changing here because clock is 0. It is going to operate only when clock is 1. This D change to 1 is observed when clock becomes 1, and output will be 1 here. And again here in the clock 0, even if the input changes to 0, output will not change, it will be in the same state. This is what the hold state means. This will be called as the hold state or the memory state. When the next positive edge or the positive level of the clock comes, this is sensing the change in D to 0 and it is changing to 0. This is how D bistable or the D flip-flop is going to work. In the D flip-flop, simply we say when D is equal to 0, output Q will be following D. When D is equal to 1, output Q will be following D. That is 1. Provided clock should be 1. Next one is JK bistable. JK bistable in the sense it is again similar to the SR bistable, where S and R are replaced by J and K, and the operation will be slightly different. Here we are introducing another two inputs. With J and K inputs, we will be having preset and clear. We can also have preset and clear in D bistable and also in SR bistable, but here the preset and clear is explained. What is preset and clear? Let us come back to this J and K values later, as we seen in S and R. Now first understand what is preset and what is clear. When 0 is on preset, means when preset is equal to 0, output Q will be set to 1. We are presetting the input. That is the meaning of preset signal. This is the additional extra signal we are giving for the bistable. When preset is 0, output will be set to 1. Why? Because here you can observe in the block diagram, it is connected with a bubble. Preset signal is connected with a bubble. Means when preset is 1, actually we are supposed to set Q as 1, but because of the bubble here it is inverted. When preset is 0, it is setting the output to 1. When clear is 0, when clear signal is 0, we need to clear the output to 0. But here when clear is 0, Q becomes 0 here because of the clear signal. So this is how the bistable is going to work with the preset and clear signals. Preset means when presetting the input, preset should be 1. That is the meaning. Because of the bubble here we are treating, when preset is 0, that is setting to 1. Similarly, when clear is 1, we are clearing the output to 0. But here because of the bubble here in the clear signal, when clear is 0, we are clearing the signal. That is the meaning. Now we can observe now we can observe the preset and clear signals. When preset is 0 and clear is 1, output will be changes to 0. Here they have given for clear signal is 1. If clear bar is taken, here actually bubble indicates this is clear bar. Okay, when clear is 1, output Q will be changed to 0 or Q is reset we say. When preset is 1, Q will be changed to 1. It is preset to 1. That is the meaning. When preset and clear both are 1, we need to look at the clock and the JK values and then we need to operate. So the understanding is that preset and clear signal should be 1 to operate the bistable. When preset and clear signals are 0, intermediate state will be the output of the bistable. When preset is 0 and clear is 1, it is clearing the output Q to 0. When preset is 1 and clear is 0, it is setting the output to 1. Now let us understand the different values of J and K and how the operation will be by treating preset is 1 and clear is 1. When J and K are 0, 0, output Q will be the hold state. We say this is a hold state. Means as we seen in the previous SR bistable, how it is holding the state or the memory. Similarly here when J and K is 0, 0. When J is 0 and K is 1, it is following J. The output Q is following J because of 0. Here it is 0. When J is 1 and K is 0, Q will be changed to 1. Here because of J is 1, Q is also 1. When 1, 1, here we need to understand again what is 1, 1 state. In 1, 1 state, Q will be changed to the opposite state. Means if Q is equal to 0 in the previous case, Qn plus 1 or the next state will be changed to 1. Or Q is equal to 0, the next state Qn plus 1 will be changed to 1. Or if it is 1, it is changed to 0. Like that. Means when clock is continuously changing like this and we are providing J and K value as 1, 1, let us treat J is 1 and K is also 1. So output Q initially if it is 1, when the positive value of clock comes, it is changed to 0. Again if this 1 continues, 1, 1, in the next state it is changed to 1. Again in the next state 1, 1 continues, the Q changed to 0. This will be called as toggle state. In the JK bistable, we need to understand this toggle state when J and K are 1, 1. And then we have T bistable. T bistable is simply by connecting J and K, by treating these two as input T, we can say this is a T bistable. In JK bistable, as we seen, when J is 0 and K is 1, output Q will be 0 because of J is equal to 0. When we connect J and K, the two possibilities are J should be 0, K should be 0, and J should be 1 and K should be 1. Then only we can connect these two. So T is equal to 0 means J is also 0 and K is 0. When T is equal to 1 means J is equal to 1 and K is equal to 1. Obviously when J and K are 0, 0, Q will be holding its state, that is hold state. When T is equal to 1 means J is equal to 1 and K is equal to 1, Q will be changed its state to Q bar. It is toggle state. This is how the JK bistable will be converted into T bistable. For more information on these bistables, I have made one more video on flip-flop. There we can observe the waveform also. Okay, you go and check the flip-flop video and understand more on these bistables. Thank you.